So here I begin a playlist for my core set cube. I talked a little bit about the setup in the recent channel update. Basically, black border core sets begin with 10th edition. Beautiful symbol, beautiful set, gigantic, 383 cards. It's just loaded with great stuff, and I love it. It's actually my favorite Magic set of all time is 10th edition. Because I like large sets and I really love the way it was put together. It's very collectible. It was printed in 2007, came out in July 2007, so it was before the Great Recession, and so it was printed well. Of course, the volume of players at the time was much lower than the Ravnica bump, the Return to Ravnica bump of 2012, and then followed by Theros. But yeah, it's a great set, and so this is going to be a video about a lot of 700 commons and uncommons of 10th edition that I recently purchased. Paid all $30 for it. I'm so happy about that lot. That's got to be the best value for fun that I've had in Magic in a really long time, perhaps even ever. I also have a stash of 10th edition that I collected a few years back, and I may or may not show it today. I think I'm probably going to do just enough until I get tired. Again, like I've been saying, I've been a little tired lately tutoring my son and having a full-time job, which I shouldn't complain about, because if there's anything to celebrate today, May 2020, is a full-time job. Thank God. And whoever's paying me. So let me go through the, I'm going to do it with the artifacts first, and then I'll do white. The feathers were in the core sets for several years. And so they are in the early range. They're very collectible and also fairly unplayable. But in a core set cube where the builds are only of core sets, and I'm thinking of adding Theros 1 and 2 into the mix, because they're heavy into monocolor, and the core sets until very recently were really monocolor beasts. Very few multicolored cards before. I think it was. I'm gonna say Origins, something like that. That first had a lot of monocolor, two-color cards. These days, of course, as Commander has taken over all formats, something like M19, M20 has three-color commanders and a suite of 10 two-color cards. They're mostly creatures, but I think in the case of M20, one of them is not. I forget. So anyways, the feathers were put in the first suite of sets. 10th edition, M10, 11, 12. And then in M13, they were replaced by a different set of similar artifacts. They're uncommon. They do something cute by color. Nobody plays them, but they're beautiful cards. Okay, so I have here Angel's Feather. I've got 3 of them. Then Kraken's Eye. I love these sets. They're the perfect peasant collectible. They're cheap, except for M10. I think M10, because it was right as the Great Recession was beginning to recover, actually in the depths of it, because it was M10 was issued July of 2009. Most of them have been printed into oblivion. M12 has been printed into oblivion, and I love it. I've cracked a lot of it, and I think I may even crack some more, even though the packs are way too expensive right now. For a lot of these older sets. And when you crack a pack of M10 or 10th edition, you're blowing money. I mean, you're paying $15 for a pack that has value tops 50 cents. Tops. If you get really lucky with that junk rare, you're going to get a 50-cent card. So I love it. It's the perfect peasant product, especially to build giant cubes with. And I still don't know how the cube is going to go. This is early days. Right now, I'm just filling in holes, mainly M10, M11. I don't have a 10th edition haul. I actually have a very good haul of this beautiful set. Okay, so there is the one for black. I don't believe I have the one for red. I have white, blue, black. Oh, I do. I have all 5. from this lot, this very lot. I mean, I also have the stash, and I may do it later. Okay, so there's your red one, and they're all the same. Whenever you play a spell of this color, gain 1 life. Of course, if you play this in an Ajani deck, I mean, that's, talk about value. Okay, and I'm sure I'm gonna build Ajani decks like crazy out of these cards, and I do have Ajanis in these selections. Okay, and that's the green one. Yeah, beautiful, beautiful artwork, old school artwork mixed with the common frame, modern frame. Man, my favorite set of Magic, period. I just love looking at 10th edition. Okay, so those are some of the uncommon artifacts, and then there's a few more here. I do think I have a Mind Stone somewhere, but not in this selection. But this selection was pretty good. I mean, has some icy manipulators. Fountain of Youth. Icy Manipulator, which I believe is in standard these days. All the way back from Alpha, I believe. Yeah, several of them. Sack a creature, draw a card for 2. Power level is somewhat high on the spells, and you see in 10th edition the transition that Magic has made over the last decade from way better creatures, way worse spells. So the spells have really been tamed down. The artifacts have been tamed down, and the creatures are way better. So the creatures you're going to find in these early core sets are almost all embarrassingly bad creatures compared to whatever you see today. And Ikoria is definitely going to prove that. Good old Juggernaut from Alpha. And Composite Golem. And of course there is a 5-color deck with Golos in this cube, because Golos is out of M20, I believe. Alright, so let's go through the white cards, and of course I should show the stacks. Beautiful stacks. An even set, an even lot. Unlike the bulk box that I got, which was okay. It was a good buy. I mean, I paid $40 for 4,000 cards, penny a card. But it has a lot of blue. So I have like a whole stack of M12 blue. I love blue, so it's perfectly fine. Okay, now in this specific lot, the commons are complete. I went through Scryfall and checked. Okay, so I'm going to do it this way because I have multiples, and I'm not going to show multiples of the card. And I think I put these already in order because I was looking at them to see if I was missing any from the lot, just out of curiosity. Of course, more walls than you find in the normal in sets these days. A lot more walls in the earlier sets. And of course, this is a 2007 set, so it's now 13 years old. Soldiers were the white tribe build in this set. Field Marshal, yeah, I think it's Field Marshal, which I don't believe I have. Again, just going through the comments, it's 110 cards. And there's this, I think there's 110 uncommons, but more rares. You got to get to 383, and 110 times 3 is 330. So a lot of this old, they used to have a lot of these cards in the old sets of prevent 1 damage, prevent the next damage. So yeah. Holy Day is one of the better commons, but 10th edition, unlike the later core sets, doesn't really have what we would consider money uncommons, like Ponder. Ponder is an M10, I know it's an M12. Preordain is an M11. Then Lightning Bolt is an M10 and M11. These are definitely money uncommons. M10 does not have any. The closest I think is this card, Holy Day. Yeah, which I have 6 from this lot. Yeah, and it's an instant. That's nice. After, yeah, you play this and nobody can hit you with anything that turn. That's nice. And it's an instant. You can do it in the middle of combat before combat damage is assigned. And yeah, this is a pretty good enchantment. 1-drop enchanter for +1/+2. I think if this was a standard card today, it would definitely be a plus. It would get one. It would probably get 1 more mana. It would be 1 white. Love the artwork for Honor Guard. And again, I love this lot because everything is just minty mint. Really, these cards were never played. They were taken out of packs and collected by somebody probably like me. Beautiful artwork. Pacifisms, which is a beautiful card, great playable card all the time, has been printed a zillion times, and of course in this core set there will be from, I think there are most of the core sets. And I'll be looking through trivia as I build this and learn a lot of little things that I'll put in the videos. Right now it's very early days. This is the very first video of my core set adventure. Yeah, prevent the next 1 damage. This is old school, very old school. This next pair of commons come from Kamigawa. I mean, I'm sorry, Miradan. The cats from Miradan, and it's a knight, so you could do a build with Throne of Eldraine. And I may even throw Throne of Eldraine in this cube because it's also a monocolored favored set. And if I do that, then I'll have 5 standard sets to throw at it. We'll see. We'll see how it evolves. And then the next one is also from Miradan. There are a few cards from Miradan, a few cards from Ravnica 1, a few cards, at least 1 in blue, Soratami, from Kamigawa. And I'm taking my time talking, so I think I'm not even going to make it to the uncommons. I'll do those in the next video. Taking my time. I hope whoever watches this video shares my love for core sets in general and my total love and devotion specifically for the fantastic set 10th edition. A true masterpiece, in my opinion, of a set. For casual players, I don't think it gets any better than 10th edition. And for collectors too, because you're given 383 cards to hunt down. Some are still expensive, even though the most expensive card in the set was reprinted in M19. Really cool artwork. Crucible of Worlds. Yeah, I'm getting old. I forget card names. That's what happens. I kept thinking all along, I know the name of that card because I'm I'm thinking of trying to pull it from M19, but I'm gonna buy one from 10th edition at some point. It's just that being a peasant, I gotta go slow with the money. Okay, so we're finishing all the common white cards in this selection, and then I'll do the white uncommons in a separate video. And of course, I'm taking my time. I absolutely love 10th edition.